Back, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation, and this is going to be the new single version of the song "Faithfully" by TobyMac, put out a day ago. It's been a while since I've reacted to Toby, and it's been a while since I've listened to him. Definitely in my walk of faith, music has played a part, and some of his music with DC Talk and as well on his own has helped me, at least given me inspiration that way. I don't want to say it's like ministered to me, but it's inspired me, and it's given me what I needed along the way. And I really appreciate his dedication. I understand some of the major things that have happened in his life recently, and how it has tested his faith, but he's stayed strong, and that's a phenomenal virtue to have. So we'll see how faithfully may have something to do with that. I'm not sure. Anyways, if you're new here, welcome, welcome. You're in my living room. Have a seat. We're gonna watch this together. I'll give you a raw, honest, and unedited reaction. Please check out my Patreon page, Chords and Notes Nation. There's tiers there, including a free membership tier. All of the tiers that I have are jam-packed with value, as well as the ability for everybody to communicate as a group, community chats and whatnot. So it's really cool. I have opened up a merchandise store, and I'm in the middle of designing merchandise, which, when I'm ready, will be launched, and you guys, as patrons, will be able to have discounts all the time. If you're not a patron and you're just a member of the Chords and Notes Nation on YouTube, there will be occasional sales for you. Otherwise, it's regular price. I think that's all I need to tell you right now. Why don't we get started?
It's been a long year, it almost took me down, I swear. Life was so good, I'm not so sure we knew what we had. I'll never be the same man, I'll never feel like I felt before. It's been a hard year, it almost took me down. But when my world broke into pieces, you were there faithfully. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you made a way for me. I may never be the same man, but I'm a man who still believes. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you were there faithfully. I've had a hard time finding the blue in the skies above me. And if I'm keeping it real, I've been half fake and the happy they see. I may look like the same man, but I'm half the man I was. It's been a hard year, it almost took me down. But when my world broke into pieces, you were there faithfully. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you made a way for me. I may never be the same man, but I'm a man who still believes. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you were there faithfully. In my darkest hour, you met me so quietly, so gently. You said you never leave, and you stood by your word. So quietly, so gently, in all my pain you met me. You said you never leave, and you stood by your words. When my world broke into pieces, you were there faithfully. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you made a way for me. I may never be the same man, but I'm a man who still believes. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you were there faithfully. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you were there faithfully.
I still believe. Yeah, did you see that right at the end? It was underlined. I still believe. I know I have the brightness down on this. I do that because sometimes it'll be too much for the camera lens. So, as far as what he's singing about, I know there was a year in his life, a couple years ago, where he lost his son. I think it was his oldest. I want to say he's got 4 or 5 children, and one passed at 21 years old, and then he lost his sister not too long after that. And I think about the lyrics and just how simple they are. He's talking about this was a really rough year for him. It almost took him out, but he cried out to Jesus, and Jesus made a way for him to make it through. That's the simple message. And there are going to be those of you who believe, who don't believe, who, wherever you are on your spectrum of belief. But I can say for my own personal experience that when you cry out to Jesus, when you cry out to God, and you truly and wholeheartedly but when you truly and wholeheartedly give yourself in that moment, and just hold on to your faith and believe, things will happen. And I don't mean just like, oh, okay, time heals all wounds type stuff. I mean, things will happen. It is an amazing journey. God is real. Jesus is real. But you got to come to him. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I admire. This is another reason why I admire TobyMac, is that he puts it out there for the world to look at, to scrutinize, to support, to whatever. And he's just being real. He's just being honest, right? Raw, honest, and unedited in that sense. Where it's just like, listen, this is what's gotten him through, and I'm saying the same thing for the things that have gone through on in my life in recent years. If it wasn't for Jesus, if it wasn't for God, my relationship is not perfect. I am not a perfect man. I struggle every single day with things. But as he said in here, and as it says in the word, that he will never leave us nor forsake us. And that's a promise that you need to hold on to. And I certainly do. I'm hoping for better days ahead for all of us. And I pray for all of you that need prayers, whatever you are going through, that God touches your lives in ways that glorify him and bring you to appreciate his grace and mercy. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. I will talk to you later. Bye.